Well, some would argue this is the deepest division in the UFC right now, 145 pounds, a lot of killers at the top. This man has emerged out of the pack and gets his much-deserved title shot here tonight.
From the moment he got to the UFC, he told us we were viewing someone that could make an impact, a future champion that will remind us of the great featherweight champs Max Holloway, Jose Aldo Jr. He said, I am special. I will be a champion one day. Tonight, he gets the opportunity. Let's see if he can cash in.
Now, it appeared as though the weight cut was a little bit difficult. He did not want to hear that noise, but that is behind him, and we'll see how it goes for him here on Saturday night. Proudly repping the Anzacs, Australia and New Zealand. Here is City Kickboxing's UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski. Draws rave reviews from past opponents, from his teammates. He is the ultimate competitor, and anybody who saw him compete in a rugby league setting at 214 pounds, I might add, knows just how committed this guy is to athletics and to realizing greatness in the UFC. He certainly did that against Max Holloway, but he's going to get everybody's best shot, and that continues in earnest here tonight as they all continue to chase down the Australian champion, Volkanovski. All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. We find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Renato Moicano. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, so here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the T-Mobile Arena. This has really become the UFC's home base here in Vegas since 2016, and you competed on that inaugural night. UFC 200 was bigger.
I got to stand across the octagon from one of the greatest fighters of all time, Anderson Silva. But the roof was blown off at UFC 200. So many stars and legends competed on that night. I'm glad I was able to stand amongst it tonight. You get to make your mark on this great arena.
There's that kick. Seems to have timed that counter pretty well. Ooh, found a home for that knee. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch counter tonight. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one.
Oh, nice. Nice. Good spin.
Oh! Massive kick to the lands again. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good...
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Oh, nice jab by Moicano. 30 total strikes have landed for Renato Moicano. Oh, you can start to see him limping a little bit after one of those leg kicks, so better make some adjustments or this fight could be over.
You don't want to show it. That's why you see fighters when they get hurt, they smile. To be limping out there tells you how damaged this guy is.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Final seconds of round one. Back to the single.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back-and-forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. Great block there.
All right, so not exactly the approach we thought we would see out of this BJJ player. His ground game, you can argue, as good as anyone's in this division, yet he hasn't attempted a single takedown.
Has not even attempted a takedown.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish. Oh!
What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Both fighters throwing heat now. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. So you got to question the fight IQ at some point. He's got an outstanding offensive takedown game. His ground and pound strikes are vicious, yet hasn't done any of it.
He's listened to the stories, John. He's listened to the stories. He's allowed for this guy to be bigger and badder than he truly is. He's allowed for this man to become such a specimen, such a problem, that he is ignoring his greatest skill.
So 55 total strikes have now landed for Renato Moicano. And connecting with a 39% accuracy rate here tonight against Alexander Volkanovski. Gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly. Oh!
Misses with the left hook. Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Oh, pretty good technique as he lands the side kick, DC.
Real nice technique to land that side kick. He did a great job of getting that leg up and then right to the target.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Trying to go to the...
Go get him.
Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back. 2 rounds in the books. Heading back to the corner after that round. Moicano's got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds.
This has happened before.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit. Huge block there.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah.
His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. Nice leg kick.
Big knee there. Nice job by him defensively there. 72 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski. Well, not the greatest land percentage necessarily. 37% the accuracy thus far against Renato Moicano. Nicely done. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds. Oh, he is stunned. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Oh!
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking...
Moicano's got his head. Let's see if...
Oh,
that guillotine is officially tight.
that guillotine choke is getting tight, but you can't just squeeze. You got to get your hips into your opponent if you want him to tap. A big part of submission defense is just being able to relax in the face of adversity.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Volkanovski's back in side control. Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy. Top guy has moved into a position where he can finish the fight. He just needs to make sure that the trap he has set is still tended to so that the guy doesn't escape from it.
All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got to each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Volk.
Full side control now.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4.
Changing the position.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too.
He's got to be careful here. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. And that will do it! Alexander the Great. Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. All right, well, more often than not, if you bet on Volkanovski, you are lining your pockets. That is the case once again tonight. Outstanding TKO for the featherweight king.
He looked phenomenal. He looked like